I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Oh, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. No, no, no. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. No, no, no. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you tell you you're beautiful, 'cause it's been a while. And I apologize, I just get caught up in the rat race I'm running, chasing a moment I'm hoping is coming. If I stop to take a look around, it's in front of my eyes. Baby, let's slow down time. Maybe just press rewind. Darling, that dress reminds me of the first time. And I wanna love tonight, one-on-one by the candlelight. Over and over we spend our lives, living fast forward but not tonight. Love in slow motion. It's been a while since it was you and me. Too many friends, too many evening drinks. Yeah, we commit to so many things, but not to ourselves. And I apologize. Sometimes you're sad and you tell me it's nothing, and I brush it off because there's always something. But I need to change my perspective and prioritize. 'Cause one thing I know is this: every moment missed can be restored with your lips.
Hari Om Gananaatva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavina Mupamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashanvannotivi Siddhasadhanam Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha Pranau Devi Saraswati Vaje Birvajanivati Deenamamitrayavatu Ano divo bruhatada parvatada saraswati Ejata gantu yagnam Vagdevyai namaha Hari Om. Good evening. Namaste, Vanakkam, Namaskara. So, this evening we're going to witness the Sanatana Dharma wedding for next 1 hour. Before that, I'd like to welcome you all on behalf of Vikas Bhutani and Anjana Nagarajan Bhutani, as well as John Fagan and Beatrice Fagan, and finally Varun Bhutani and Isabelle Varun. On behalf of them, I'm welcoming you all for this Sanatana Dharma wedding. The program has already been distributed, so we will follow the program verbatim. Usually I'll explain the ritual first and then followed by you can witness the actual ritual. So that is how it goes. So with that little introduction, we're going to start the first part of it. The first part says Ganesh Puja. But literally, you can't just jump into Ganesh Puja. There are few rituals which you have to do before that. So that includes the praying for all the god and goddesses. And then we have to do some achamya, which is devoted to the Lord Vishnu. And then we do the sankalp, that is the determination to do the wedding. And also punya vachana, purification of this place, and Ganesh Puja. Just to give a little bit of explanation for each one of them, just in case you are wondering what are those means. Sarvadevata Prarthana means we, in Sanatana Dharma, we have 330 crore god and goddesses. So we choose about 12 of them and we kind of pray for them. It is very important we do that, so that way all the wedding process will go smoothly. That's Sarvadevata Prarthana. After that, we will do the Achamya. In the name of Vishnu, we do certain rituals every day in the morning. So that will be done today with Varun. The third one is the Sankalpa. Why Sankalpa has to be done is, in Sanatana Dharma, whatever the religious rituals you do, if you don't do the Sankalpa, you don't get the benefit. That is written in all over the place in Upanishads and Puranas and everywhere. So that's why we are going to do the Sankalpa for this very happy occasion. What is Sankalpa? It's just reciting the date, time, year, season, names of the people who are involved, and especially Varun and Isabella, and then telling them that we are going to do the wedding of these two young people. So once we do that, then we can proceed further with the other rituals. After the Sankalpa, we do the Punya Vachana. It is just purification of this place. Why we have to do that? Because we are going to invoke Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha is the supreme god, and he is called Pratama Pujita. He is the first worshipped in all Sanatana Dharma. So we were, before worshipping him, we purify this place by Punyavachana. After that is done, we do the Ganesh Puja. Ganesh Puja is very regular puja in every Sanatana Dharma rituals, but it is contained of 16 Shodashopachara pujas, and then finally we finish with the Mantra Pushpa. So, and then praying to Ganesha to remove all the obstacles that could come during the wedding and also in their life in the future. For the purpose of that, we do the Ganesh Puja. So, with that introduction, let's start, and then next one I'll explain you at that time, and we can go from there. Don't worry. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Guruve Sarvalokanam Vichashe Bhavaroginam Guruve Sabya Vidyanam Sarchina Murtaye Namo Namaha Akanda Mandalakaram Vyaptena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurubhyo Namo Namaha Ekadantaye Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodaya तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्र प्रचोदयात् नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात् वेदात्मनाय विद्महे हिरण्यगर्भाय धीमहि तन्नो ब्रह्म प्रचोदयात् महादेवै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात् कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गी प्रचोदयात् वाग्देव्यै विद्महे ब्रह्मपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नो वाणी प्रचोदयात् आदित्याय सोमाय मंगलाय बुधगुरु शुक्र शनि राहुवे केतुवे नमः सर्वदेवता प्रार्थनां समर्पयामि ओम इति आचम्यं करिष्ये just do this just dip it and put it hold no, like this like a bowl yeah put a little bit water okay put it over there no take water
Take a little more.
okay that's good not done yet
One more thing.
dip your hand here no, this finger ring touch it this yeah okay yeah I will do it because I don't want to let me do it because I don't want him to do it very big okay listen okay okay you do it kumkum this show your hand yeah
Like this.
wash it
Cover it up.
Can she keep the cover? Yeah. Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. Om iti achamyam karishe. Om अपवित्रो पवित्रः सर्वावस्थाङ्गगतोऽपि स्मरेतु पुण्डरीकाक्षं सभाभ्यान्तरां शुचि. You have to drink water from here. Okay. Om Keshavaya Swaha. Om Madhavaya Swaha. Om Narayanaaya Swaha. Om Govindaya Namah Vishnuvaya Namah Madhusudanaya Namah Trivikramaya Namah Vamanaya Namah Rishikeshaya Namah Padmanabhaya Namah Purushottamaya Namah Dokshidaya Namah Narasimhaya Namah Achyutaya Namah Janardhanaya Namah Upendraya Namah Hare Namah Sri Krishnaya Namah Pranavasya Parabrahma Rishi Paramatma Devata Devi Gayatri Chanda Pranaye Vinyogaha Om Holy Om Bhu Om Bhuvah Om Suvah Om Maha Om Janah Om Tapah Om Satyam Tasya Viturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodaya Mapo Jyotirasomritam Brahma Bhurбhuvः Suvaro Mama Upata Samasta Duritakshaidvara Shri Parameshwar Vritartyam Prartha Sandhyamupasate Apo Hishta Mayo Bhuvanasthana Urje Dadatana Maheranaya Chakshase Yo Vashivatamora Tatasya Bhaja Ekana Ushati Matara Tasmarangamavo Sakshaya Janmata Apo Janayata Chanaha सूर्यश्वेत मंत्र से नवकौपनिष सूर्य मारण्य मणिपतयो रात्रि दर्वता प्रकृति चंदा जला विमंत्रणे विनियोगः आपापस्पृश्य इति प्राणायामाचम्यं समर्पयामि ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् इति संकल्प करिष्ये close it with right. Put it in your left hand and close it just like that. Put it on. Left hand, close with right. That's all. Okay. Om ite vivahamotsanga Lakshmi Rupena Isabella Namyam Kanyam Sridhara Rupena Narayana Swarupena Varunamasya Varaha Vivahamotsange Sankalpa Karishe Shubhatito Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Prahararte Shvetavaraha Vaivasmantare Kaliyuge प्रथमे पादे भरतवर्षे अमेरिका खंडे जम्बूद्वीपे दंडकारण्य गोदावरी पश्चिम तीरे शालिवाहन शतबोद्धावतार अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके चांद्रमानेनस्य प्रभवादि सृष्टि संवत्सराणां मध्ये शुभयोग शुभकर्ण एवं गुण विशेषण विष्टानां शुभतिथो श्री क्रोधी नाम संवत्सरे दक्षिणायने वर्ष ऋतु आश्वयुज मासे कृष्ण पक्षे नवयम्यां तिथि सायंकाल वेळे आश्लेष नक्षत्रे शुभ नक्षत्र शुभ योग शुभ कर्ण एवं गुण विशेषण विष्टानां शुभतिथो गोधूलि लग्ने विवाह महोत्सवांग संकल्प करिष्ये काश्यप गोत्र जातस्य yeah काश्यप गोत्र name you say your name विकास भटानी नामस्य धर्मकांताय अंजना भटानी नामस्य say your name sir John Fagan yeah John Fagan नामस्य धर्मकांताय Beatrice Fagan नामस्य Varun Bhatani नामस्य Isabelle Fagan नामस्य सहकुटुम्बानां क्षेमस्थैर्य वीर्य विजय अभय आनंद आरोग्य सर्वांचित फल सिद्धिरस्तु इष्टार्थ सिद्धिरस्तु सकलार्थ सिद्धिरस्तु धनं धान्यं बहुशक्ति लाभं शत संवत्सरं दीर्घमायुः धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष चतुर्विध पुरुषार्थ फल सिद्ध्यर्थं श्री वरुण Isabella ವಿವಾಹಮೋತ್ಸಾಂಗ ಸಂಕಲ್ಪ ಕರಿಷ್ಯೆ ಓಂ ಭೂರ್ಭುವಸ್ಸುವಃ ತಸ್ಯ ವಿತುರ್ವರೆಣ್ಯಂ ಭರ್ಗೋ ದೇವಸ್ಯ ಧೀಮಹಿ ಧಿಯೋ ಯೋ ನ ಪ್ರಚೋದಯಾತ್. So we'll do the Punya Vashnam. Hold like this. Just touch that.
Okay.
You too. Just pull up. Just dump it. Just pull it. ॐ इति विवाहमोत्साङ्गत् पुण्यावाचनं करिष्ये कलशस्य मुखे विष्णु कण्ठे रुद्रे समाश्रिता मूलः तत्र स्थितो मातृगुणः कुक्षौ तु सागरा सर्वे सप्तदीपा वसुन्धरा ऋग्वेदो यजुर्वेदो सामवेदो अथर्वर्ण अङ्गयश्च सरिता कलशाम्ब समाश्रिता आयन्तु देवा पूजार्थं दुरितक्षयकारकः सरिता सर्वसमुद्रा सरिता तीर्थानि जलदा नदा गंगे च यमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिन्धु कावेरी जलस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु आपो वा इदगं सर्वविश्वभूतानापः प्राणा वा पशव आपोऽन्नम् आपो साम्राडापो विराडापो स्वराडापो छन्दागशापो यजुगशाप ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवरापो इमं मे गंगे यमुने सरस्वती शिशुद्री सोमगं सचता परुष्णिया अस्नीकिया विरुद्धते सितात्मने ॐ सितमकरनिषण्णां शुभ्रवर्णां त्रिनेत्रां करद्रुतकलशदोत्पलाभित्यभिष्टां विधिहरिहररूपां सेन्दुकोटीरजूटां कलशतिदुकूलां जाह्नवीं तमामि ॐ कलशदेवतावाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः अस्तेश्वर किं समर्पयामि स्वागतं समर्पयामि आपूष्टं स्थलमोचित both of you hold it. Yeah,
Where's the thing?
yeah, do 3 times. Yeah. Tachangam gulam devam sugandham chitamanoharam rupamagrapayami. Just very quickly. Okay. We're almost there. Do the art the same.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Very comfortable.
Yeah. रण्यं पात्रं मधो पूर्णं ददाति मदभ्यो सानीति एकदा ब्रह्मोपरति एकदैव यजमानस्तेजो ददाति ॐ मङ्गलनीराजनीयं समर्पयामि पत्रपुष्पै धूपदीपनैवेद्यरभ्यश्च water on the fruit. Oh, this.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
On top of the bird?
Here.
This one?
Yeah. ॐ सत्यं त्वर्थेन परिसञ्चयामि अमृतोपरणमसि नारङ्गफलं नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि ॐ नमो देवाभ्ये नमः कलशदेवताभ्यो नमः सर्वदेवताभ्यो नमो नमः आरती डंगर just yeah. No, you.
For me?
Yeah. Because just do like this.
To your face.
Yeah, you do it too. Okay.
Where's your face? Here. Here. That's it.
Sure. Thank you. Very good. Take care of it. Okay. Om iti kalasha devatabhyo namo namaha. ईटोपकरणानि सम्प्रोक्ष्य पूजोपकरणानि सम्प्रोक्ष्य देवानि सम्प्रोक्ष्य आत्मानि सम्प्रोक्ष्य किञ्चित् जलं विसर्ज्य कालभृत्युहरणं सर्वव्याधिनिवारणं परमेश्वरी पादोदकं. Just drink it. Drink it. Just okay. That's fine. So we have done the Punyavachana. We're going to do the Ganesh Puja now. Varun, the Ganesh is there. So I'll tell you what to do. You just keep doing it, okay? Om Gajavadanamachintyam Tikshna Trinetram Brahadudaramashesham Bhutirupam Puranam Amaravarasupujyam Raktavarnam Suresham Pashupati Sutamesham Vignarajam Namami Dhyanam Samarpayami Yayami Avahyami Stapayami Pujayami Om. Just put drop of water on the Ganesha. Hasteshu Argyam Samarpayami Asanam Kalpayami Mukaravinde Achamanam Samarpayami Swagatam Ratnasimhasanam Kalpayami Malamakarshana Snanam Samarpayami Apo Ishtamayo Bhuvanastana Urje Dadakana Maheranaya Chakre Yoga Shivtamora Tatatsa Bhajayetanaha Ushatiriva Mataraha Tasmaranga Mavo Sakshaya Janvata Apo Janayatachana Malakakrishna Snananantara Shuddhodakena Snapaiše Shuddhodaka Snananantara Vastram Upavastram Samarpayami.
For the next steps, just tell them to it's off there at the beginning. They have the program for the explanation. Okay.
I don't have to explain you.
No.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Now hold this.
Hold it, sir.
Put it on Ganesh.
Put it on.
Vastrayugvam Samarpayami. Yagnopavitam Samarpayami. Yagnopavitam Paramam Pavitram Prajapatassajam Purastat Aishamugram Pratimancha Shubram Yagnopavitam Balamastu Tejaha Gandhadvaram Duradarsham Nityapushtam Karishinim Ishwarigam Sarvabhutanam Tamyopapaye Shriyam Gandhana Lepayami Haridra Kumkumachurlam Sinduram Saubhagyam Samarpayami Sarvopachara Pujam Samarpayami Om. Keep this in your left hand. Just one drain. Keep on putting. Sumukaya Namaha, Ekadantaya Namaha, Vighnarajaya Namaha, Vikataya Namaha, Dambodharaya Namaha, Shulpakarnaya Namaha, Herambaya Namaha, Palachandraya Namaha, Nagaygnopavitine Namaha, Shivasataya Namaha, Parvati Nandanaya Namaha, Ashtotra Pujam Samarpayami. Patra Pushpai Dhupadīpa Nevedyarabhyascha Sarvopachara Pujam Karishe Om Iti Dhupamagrapayami. Both of you.
Put your aunties?
Yeah. Yeah. Do it, Ganesh. Dashangam Gugulam Devam Sugandhancha Sumanoharam Dhupamagrapayami. Deepam Darshayami. Put a water on that. This part. Yeah. Satyantvartena Prishinchayami Naranga Palam Nevedyam Samarpayami. Vritavati Mangala Nirajaniyam Karishe. Namo Vratapataye, Namo Ganapataye, Nama Pratamapataye, Namaste Astulambodharaya, Ekadantaya Vigna Vinashine, Shivasutaya Sri Varadamurtaye, Namo Namaha. Take the arti, take arti. No, no. Oh, for yourself, yeah. Yeah. You do it, Trish. Okay. That's it. Yeah. Yopam pushpam veda, pushpavan prajavan pashman bhavati, evam veda, vedokta mantra pushpam samarpayami. Om Radhadirajaya Prasakya Sahine, Namo Vayam Vaishravanaaya Kurmahe, Same Kamam Kama Kamaya Mahyam, Kameshwaro Vaishravano Dadato, Gopi Padam Samayuktam Nagavalli Dailayuktam Karpura Churnam, Chandanam Pratigrihatam. Hold your hands, हाथ जोड़िए, pray with your heart to Ganesha. Let everything go smoothly for this wedding as well as in your life. No disturbances. Please pray them and also wish them as you are praying for Ganesha. That's okay. We'll just do this, manage it. You don't need to. So the next program is the Malay Martnal. It is actually exchanging of the garland, and it is also called Jaimala, so which we are going to do now. You want to go there or you want to be here? Okay.
Yeah, go on the phone.
And she goes first. And then Om Lakshmi Kshira Samudra Rajatanayam Shrirangadaameshwari Dasi Bhuta Samasta Deva Vanitam Lokaika Deepankuram Shrimanmanda Kataksha Labda Vivamam Brahmendra Gangadaram Tam Trailokya Kutumbinim Sarasijam Vande Mukunda Priyam Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodaya Om Rutagam Satyam Parabrahma Purusham Krishna Pingadam Urdhvaretam Virupaksham Vishwarupaya Vai Namo Namaha Om Sulagna Savadana Sulagna Savadana Lakshmi Narayana Dhyana Sulagna Savadana Sulagna Savadana Varamala Arohanam Karishe. Beatrice, go ahead. Oh, give them a big hand.
Isabelle.
Isabelle.
Not very Beatrice.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, I pronounced your name differently. Sorry about that. So, Maladharana Muhurto Sumuhurto Grunanto Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha. We can do the Hastamilap right there. So the next item is the Hastamilap. So they're going to do it right there. So Hastamilap means what you call holding the hand. So first time, what I want to say is, assuming that Varun never held the hand of Isabelle, they're going to hold it for the first time. So that's the significance of here. In Sanatana Dharma, if a boy holds the hand of a girl, that's it, they are married. So that's why this is very important ritual that we do. So let me finish the mantra and you can do it. You decided which way to go, right? Three times, okay. Drupnamita ityasya surya savitri tristu vadu pranigrahana viniyoga. It says vadu pranigrahana viniyoga. Here, she is asking his hand, not he is asking. So this is significance. So, sometimes girls have a question in their mind. Can I propose to my boyfriend? Yeah, you can do it. There is no hesitation. So it is even in Puranas. So that's what she says. And then finally she says, Grubnamita Sobhagyatvam Hastam Maya Patya Jaradashti Etartasaha Bhrugo Aryama Savita Puranda Mahyam Tva Gratvam Gratva Om Patye Deva. So what she says is, first she said, please take my hand into your hand. I like to be your wife and you be my husband. Let us live this rest of our life as husband and wife. Then she also says, it is not just my desire. These devas like Aryama, Savita, Puranda, the Bhrugu, these are all biggest devatas in the Puranas, also bestowed you on me. So don't think it is just I am asking. They also desire to be happen. So that is why we are going to do Hastamila. So go ahead and do the Hastamila. Please give them a hand. Look at Bandhan there. It's easy. Very easy.
The brother?
The sisters can come. Red piece of lift this, let's say it's maybe like no, what happened? There's a small this one I tied it so they can just keep okay, that's fine, no problem. We'll give nothing. That's fine. All right, so you're ready? Yeah, I'm going to go 1 second. Let me finish this one. Leave the space for the photographers, and both of you can, stand like that. 1 minute, please. Okay, this is called the Gatbandhan, or we call Brahma Mudi. Why it is called Brahma? Brahma is one of the major god. So the Brahma Mudi is called because as if he is the one who came here and tie the knot. The knot will be so tight that they will never get separated and they will stay together. So that's the significance of this Brahmamudi or Gatbandhan. Om ya parinirya apala pushpayascha pushpini prasutastagam vanchatvagam saha Om tayorityariyam entaya budnihatam Om palam manoratam palam sadagati putra putradi palam Devapalam, Atashanti Palam, Ayush Palam, Vidya Palam, Aishwarya Palam, Dhanadanya Palam, Santana Palam, Pashupati Palam, Om. Druvante Raja Varno, Druvante Devo Bruhaspati, Druvanta Indrascha Agnischa, Rastram Darayite Dhruvam. You come first, sit, and then she comes there. You come. Here. Oh, yeah.
You have to put the right face now.
Okay. The next program is the Tirumangalya Dharana, which is nothing but the Mangal Sutra Dharana. We're almost five. We have time. Okay? Don't get stressed out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to put the sacred thread with the gold pendant around Isabelle's neck. So this is the ritual we are going to do. Mangalyam tantunanena mama jivana hetuna kante badnami subhage tvam jivam sharadam shatam. This is what the mantra Varun is supposed to say to Isabel. What it means is, "O maiden, you are so beautiful. I'm going to put this sacred thread with the golden pendant around your neck so that with all your precious attributes and qualifications and intelligence and the Aishwarya of your beautiful body, I want you to stay with me as my wife. So let us move as a husband and wife. Sharadam Shatam, that means 100 years let us live. So there is a little bit of what do you call humbleness here. The Varun is asking her to be his wife and live together as husband and wife for 100 years. So that's what it says. Let me just one more time. Mangalyam tantuna nena mama jivana hetuna kante badnami subhage tvam jivam sharadam shatam. Om mangalyadharana muhurto sumuhurto grinantu. Before actually doing, we need to do a little puja and then we can tie it. Okay. So you're going to do puja for this, okay?
Arti?
Keep this in your left hand, and when I say just drop one more.
Okay.
Okay. Om Namastestu Mahamaye Sri Pite Surapujite Shankachakra Gada Haste Mahalakshmi Namostute Om Mahadeve Cha Vidmahe Vishnu Patni Cha Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodaya Dhyanam Samarpayami Dhyayami Avahayami Stapayami Pujayami आसनं कल्पयामि हस्तेषु अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि पादारविन्द्योपाद्यं पाद्यं समर्पयामि मुखारविन्दे आचमनं समर्पयामि पत्रपुष्पैः धूपदीपनैवेद्यरभ्यश्च सर्वोपचारपूजां समर्पयामि ॐ Keep that down. Keep it down. Take this and put it on. On the Mangalya. Okay. Touch it to the necklace. Yeah, there. This one. And also to the yeah. हरिद्रा कुङ्कुमचूर्णं समर्पयामि सिन्दूरं समर्पयामि अलङ्कारार्थाक्षतां समर्पयामि माङ्गल्यपूजां करिष्ये ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् पुष्पं समर्पयामि ॐ पुष्पाणि ददाति आर्कचम्पकपुन्नागनन्दवर्तश्च पाटलै प्रभृतिकरवीरश्च द्रोणपुष्पप्रपूजयात्. Keep it in your left hand, one put. ॐ अष्टोत्तर पूजां करिष्ये ॐ ब्राह्म्यै नमः कौमार्यै नमः वाराख्यै नमः विष्णुवे नमः ॐ लक्ष्मै नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः शारदै नमः वाण्यै नमः प्रकृत्यै नमः विकृत्यै नमः विद्यायै नमः अष्टलक्ष्म्यै नमः सन्तानलक्ष्म्यै नमः भाग्यलक्ष्म्यै नमः भोग्यलक्ष्म्यै नमः अष्टोत्तरपूजां समर्पयामि ॐ माङ्गल्यदेवता पूजां करिष्ये ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ योपां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुवान् भवति ये एवं वेद वेदोक्तमन्त्रपुष्पं समर्पयामि हाथ जोड़कर hold your hand, pray to Mahalakshmi, let her blessing be on you and Isabel and all the family members so that your married life will be happy and healthy, and let it be for 100 years. Om Mangalya Devata Pujam Karishye. Just touch.
Touch it here, Father. I'm not sure how to do it.
Please just touch, and when you are touching, bless the both in couple, and then we will do the dying part. You have to stand up. She sits stubborn. You need to hold her. Porta per male, and then Om Mangalyadharana Mahotsav Sumorto Grinanto Om Lakshmi Narayanabhya Namaha Om Mahalakshmi Namaha Om Sri Sumorto Grinanto Lakshmi Narayana Dhyana Sulagna Savadana Lakshmi Narayana Dhyana. So we're almost at the end, another 3-4 rituals, that's it. So next one is the Swatvire. They're going to establish the Havan Kund. They will do a little bit of Havan. And after doing the Havan, they're going to go around the fire. 3 times Isabella will lead, and then other 4 times Varun will lead. So totally it will be 7 times going around the Agni. So for each one, when Arun goes, Varun goes, it is Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. For the 4 important items in Hindu philosophy, he will go around the fire along with Isabel. First 3 1, the Isabel will go, followed by Varun, but each time they will be doing what you call Laja Homo. Laja is a puffed rice which he's going to offer it to the fire god. The fire we establish is the eternal witness. You all human witnesses here today, but we needed a eternal witness for this marriage, and that is how when we establish the fire, that he will be the eternal witness. So Isabella will request the eternal witness Agni Deva to take care of her husband and herself for a long, healthy, happy marriage. So first she will pray for the Agni, and then Varuna, and then Aditya, and then offer the puffed rice. We need the brothers also, so if they can come, we would appreciate it. Le vecchia. Provvediamo.
Oh, yeah. Careful. Che un giorno parlare.
ॐ अग्निप्रख्याल्य अग्निमीडे पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देवदित्विजं होतारं दातवं इषेत्वो वायवस्तो वायवस्तो देवेवो सविता प्राप्यते ॐ ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः. Now you're going to, when you hear the word swaha, you put a drop. Okay? This one. When you hear the word swaha, take it and put it. Don't use this finger like that. Okay? Yeah. Just put close side. Okay? Don't put on it because it goes off. Om Agnidevaye Namaha Swaha Ajaya Swaha Ajaraya Swaha Om Agnaye Swaha Angirase Swaha Aishaya Swaha Asuraya Swaha Adityaya Swaha Udakarde Swaha Ushne Swaha Ushaye Swaha Om एकार्तये स्वाहा कृष्णमायाय स्वाहा ऋतुप्रतीभवे स्वाहा ॐ अनहाय स्वाहा ॐ किरणाय स्वाहा ॐ सूर्याय स्वाहा ॐ आदित्याय स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ गङ्गणपतये स्वाहा ॐ अष्टदिक्पालकायै स्वाहा ॐ वरुणायै स्वाहा ॐ यमायै स्वाहा ॐ इन्दिरायै स्वाहा ॐ ॐ अग्नियै स्वाहा ॐ विजयायै स्वाहा ॐ कुबेरायै स्वाहा ॐ निरृतये स्वाहा ॐ दुर्गायै स्वाहा ॐ लक्ष्मै स्वाहा ॐ सरस्वत्यै स्वाहा ॐ नारायणाय स्वाहा ॐ हिरण्यगर्भायै स्वाहा ॐ सर्वदेवतायै स्वाहा वनस्पतये स्वाहा अन्तरिक्षायै स्वाहा ॐ यशोवदये स्वाहा प्रजापतये स्वाहा ॐ रुद्रायै स्वाहा ॐ अष्टदिक्पालकायै स्वाहा पञ्चेन्द्रियै स्वाहा सर्वदेवताभ्यो स्वाहा You guys need to come there one by one. Okay? Just here. You come there. It's you. Shouldn't you? Put a drop of water in the night. Just a drop. Jalavihay swaha. Om Bhurgoswara. Prithave swaha. Just a drop. It's fine. Om Bhurgoswara. Prasiltavadini. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Dhiyo yona prachodaya. Swaha. You hold your hand like this. Yes, please.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You stand up.
Hold on one second.
Oh, okay. This way. We can be here. Photographers maybe.
It's okay.
What do you mean? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Om Aryamanam Devam Agnya. Om Aramanam Devam Kanya Agnimayakshata. Saimo Devo Aryama Preto Munchatu Nama Yuta Swaha. Aryamagnai Idan Namama. Drop it slowly. Okay. Again, come back. Second one, go there. Go back.
Come inside.
Same process. Same process. Hold it right. This one. Yeah. Yeah, I did. See, hold it. Wait. No gap here. Okay. Yeah. You stand up. Come closer. You go around. Om Varunam Deva Kanyaya Agnimayakshata Sa imam Devo Varno Preto Manchato Namamutam Swaha Varunagnaye Idan Namama. Just to take it a spoon. Yeah, just drop it on. See, they got used to it now, right? Om Imam Deva Pusha Preto Munchato Namamutam Swaha Pushagnaye Idam Namama Pushanam Devam Kanya Agnimayakshata Pushagnaye Idam Namama. So hold his hand and go around 3 times continuously.
I'm leading, right?
She leads first 3.
Okay.
Hold what you decided.
Just like this.
That one? Okay. Om Hiranyavarnam Harnim Suvarnadatasasrajam Chandram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Manapagamini Yasyam Hiranyam Vindeyam Kamashvam Purushanaham Ashwapurtarakamadhyam Hastinada Pramodini Shriyam Devi Mupasmaye Shri Ram Devi Jishatam Tam Sosmitam Namaste Suvara, Namaste Stu Mahadeve, Sri Lakshmi Supujite, Shankha Chakra Gada Haste, Mahalakshmi Namostute. You done 3? 1. Okay. All right. So you want to go the 4? 4. You lead. Yeah. So Varun is doing the 4 Mangal Satvire. Om Sahasrashirasham Devam Vishwaksham Vishwashambhavam Vishwam Narayanam Devamaksharam Paramam Padam Vishwataha Paramanityam Vishwam Narayanagum Harim Vishwame Vedam Purusham Tad Vishwamupajivati Patim Vishwasyasteshwaragam Shashvatamam Shivamarchutam Narayanam Mahagneyam Vishwatmanam Parayanam Narayana Paro Jyotiratma Narayana Paraha Narayana Parodata Dhyanam Narayana Paraha. Please give them a big hand. They worked very hard. Thank you. So we are almost at the tail end. We are going to do the Saptapadi right in front of there, and after that only two more rituals. So I won't hold you too long. They're going to take the what you call Saptapadi or 7 steps. In the Indian Penal Code, if the marriage rituals is all done, but if they don't do the Saptapadi, the wedding is void. So this is a very important step because both husband and wife or newly married husband and wife are taking oaths. This is the important part of it. So Om Ishe Ekapadi Bhava Jaradashtayaha. So repeat after me, okay? We take the first step for food and nourishment. Take the first step. Om Urje Dvipadi Bhava Sharadashtayaha. We take the second step for physical and material strength. Om Varun, Isabelle, you have to say it a little louder so people can hear. We want to know whether you're truly committed or saying it or not. Om Rayasposhaya Tripadi Bhava Jaradashtayaha. We take the third step for wealth and prosperity. Okay. Om Mayubhyo Vyaha Chatushpadi Jaradashtayaha. We take fourth step for happiness and harmony. Om, take the fourth step, okay. Om Prajabhya Panchapari Bhava Sharadashtayaha. We take fifth step for progeny. This is important. Say it again. Om Ritubhyo Shashtapadi Bhava Jaradashtayaha Om Om you are in you finished fourth, right? This is fifth. Okay. Om Prajabhya Panchapari Bhava Jaradashtayaha. We take the fifth step.
We're on sixth.
Oh, we are on sixth. Okay. Om Ritubhyo Shashtapadi Bhava Sharadashtayaha. We pray for happiness. Okay. The last one now. Om Saka Saptapadi Bhava. We take the fifth and the final step and pray for friendship and loyalty rest of our life. Okay. Just stay there 1 minute. Please give them a big hand. Right there.
Is it going to move it on the right?
This ritual is called Kanchara Bhakshanam. That is eating the sweets or eating first time as husband and wife. Because in Sanatana Dharma, food is a very important part of it. So as a husband and wife, they are going to eat for the first time. And ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ కొన్ని 2 ಸ್ಪೂನ್ ಅವರು ಎಡ್ತಿಟ್ಟು you feed him and then he feeds you. Okay, just wait until that tell you. Om Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaiteva Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina Annapurne Sadapurne Shankara Pranavallabhe Jnana Vairagya Siddhartham Mata cha Parvati Pita cha Mahadevo Maheshwara. Yeah. Finish it off. The last item is the Ashirwad. The newly married couple, Varun and Isabella, is going to take Ashirwad from their parents and also from Isabella's parents. So they already know how to do it. So they give them the space to stand up. Onto there. Touch your feet. Your grandma is there. are presenting the newlywed, Varun, as well as Isabelle. Give them a big hand.
Hello. All right. So we're gonna skip Isabel and I speaking. We're gonna move that to the dinner section. We're a little behind time here, but we're gonna begin with the exchanging of rings here. So we have the youngest cousin on both sides. One is a little bit older than the other one. Bringing it up. One in the back, little Madhav, my cousin, and Ava, who is a little bigger. Yeah. Madhav! Yay! You let go. Thank you, Madhav. Hello. You are not. Okay. There you go. And now my new and old mother-in-law will be leading us. I just mean we were legally married a couple months ago, so that's all I mean. In a nice exercise and a reading of a letter.
I don't need that. All right, so I'm gonna do a little exercise here. We'll try to keep this moving. But so my parents, who are not here, I lost my mother 18 years ago, and I lost my father about 4 years ago. And I am missing them acutely today, especially. She would have loved this. But they met early in their college years, just like Isabelle and Varun. And before my parents were married, when they spent time apart, they communicated through letters, because that's what you did in those days. After my dad died and my siblings and I were organizing and cleaning out my parents' things, we came across a chest full of letters that they wrote to each other over school breaks and summer. There were a lot of letters. My youngest sister, Olivia, started to read some and decided it was not a smart idea. Some things said by your parents in their young and passionate relationship are better off out there. My mom was more often recognized as the writer in the duo. Her annual Christmas letters were admired by many. But I believe my father was an underappreciated writer. Like my mom, Dad was a thinker. His mind was always cranking as he tried to make sense of the world and life. In church on Sundays, he listened to sermons with mechanical pencil in hand, jotting down key words on his folded up bulletin. Or when he read a book, he'd make notes on his bookmark. After I died, I was always pleased to clean out one of his bags and find a scrumpled up piece of paper at the bottom with his scrawl. Almost always had a list of words. Today, I would like to share a letter that my dad wrote after my mom died. He felt her loss deeply, and writing him helped deal with his grief. I'm only going to read a part of this because it's just too long. Perhaps because of our backgrounds, our natures and nurturing were so very different. We explored each other's thinking from our first date, a several-mile walk and talk through Chicago, to her last hours. We were deeply in love. It seemed that was true from the very beginning. We pledged early in marriage to never try to go to bed angry with each other, not bottle up issues. We succeeded almost always. Yes, we argued. She was Italian, and you can't make me cry. She was Italian and a debater, and I was mostly German. I learned how to lose graciously. On an early occasion, when I said or did something particularly dumb, she threw my fraternity pin at me on a bridge over the Chicago River. Happily, I caught it. I must have known my plight. We were married on December 28th, 1957, the Feast of the Holy Innocents. Of course, I was the innocent one. If your lights flashed when you read this, you know that she is still pretending otherwise. Giving birth to new life and adoration of children, as she documented well, all were beautiful in every way, except when they broke curfew or did something stupid. My shovel doesn't work, and you know who we're talking about. When issues arose, we maintained a unified front, no light between us. To nurture as one was also pre-agreed. When troubles came, sick children or adults, we held on to each other desperately. The physical and psychic healing in a hug was foreign to my family, but so natural in hers. I learned. Occasionally, I was chided for patting her on the back before she was finished hugging. She improperly interpreted my message as enough. I learned. We grew in understanding of life as we struggled. Her faith, her theology was contagious. I learned. Throughout my career, I traveled some. Upon arrival at my hotel, I always found a love note tucked somewhere in my clothes. It became a game as to where I would find it and how she hid it. She was a great writer, and she lived what she wrote. The coming of grandchildren, and she always spelled the word G-R-A-N-D, capitalized, lowercase children. This one was known as Little Perfect Isabelle. Was the culmination of a life's dream. Each was a miniature recreation of what she loved so much in their parents. Each became a beautiful blossom. Coronary artery disease and hospital visits led to the awakening. Live life to the fullest. European travel began, 8 trips in all. London felt particularly good. The signature line on gifts, love always. It became our touchstone. Happily as she died, she left me with thousands of love notes, memories that will always be here. This mystery of love lives on. It was, and will always be. Love always. Rest in peace, Angela. So that is the letter my father wrote to my mother after she died. Letters are underappreciated in today's world. I certainly love the letters John sent to me when I was at Duke and he was not. And I have a problem with Duke. And a bright spot during COVID, the longest amount of time that Isabelle and Varun spent away from each other, was watching Isabelle check the mailbox, waiting for a letter from Varun to arrive. So in that vein, hopefully, everyone got a piece of paper and a pen under your chair. And it is my hope now, we're gonna have some music, that you all can take a few minutes. And I want you to think about, we all participate in relationships in one way or another. I would like you to please think about a relationship that you are in that makes you happy. And then I would like you to think about why it makes you happy. And I would like you to write down, it can be just a word, it could be a few sentences. Then we're gonna collect these up and we're gonna give it to these two as a gift. It's a way to make their relationship stronger because it takes a team and we're all on this team together.
Now we're going to move on to planting our wedding tree. I want to explain the why behind this. We're both people who appreciate nature, so we really don't need a real reason to plant a nice tree. But more importantly, Nini, my grandma that my mother was just referring to, planted a tree in the front yard of our old house on Tulip Street when I was born, and this is what it looks like now. My dad, who graciously did the research for this tree, picked an oak tree, which is native to both the DC and northern New Jersey areas, as well as being characterized as a strong and mighty tree. As my cousins come down now, I know this little sapling might not be giving off strong or mighty vibes yet, but I promise it is not reflective of our relationship, and the tree will grow as we continue to do so. We will plant it in my house in New Jersey for now and move it down to DC when we have a house with a yard, if it allows. So in that spirit, our families will now ceremonially help us plant this tree by placing soil on top of it. And if you would like to sprinkle some soil on it at the conclusion of this ceremony to contribute to the growth of our wedding tree, it will be in the back of the room, and you can do so on your way to the dinner. If my parents and siblings can now come up and sprinkle some soil on our tree. And now, dance. Thanks, little bro.
This music is giving me major Bridgerton vibes.
That's. Let's give a hand for the tree men.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is.
Hello everyone, welcome to Varun and Isabel's wedding celebration. We are very happy to welcome Isabel to our family, loving family, stress. And also we are happy to see both the families blend and keep united. Varun is one of my favorite grandchildren. He's very loving, very giving, and he's there to help anyone in the family. And he's very happy to get Isabel, to take. Okay. We are very happy to have Isabel in our family. I wish you both lots of luck and all the best in the world and many, many years of happiness together. God bless you.
Hi everyone, if you don't know me, I'm Varun's Bua. That means I'm his dad's sister. And today I'm Isabel's Bua too. I'm so happy and we're so thrilled to witness today's beautiful ceremony. I know it went a little bit longer than you wanted, Varun, but it was beautiful and it ended very nicely with B's letter. B, where are you? Oh, your letter was wonderful. And so was the tree planting. So very nice to be part of that. So congratulations to you both and to everyone gathered here today. Varun, you are a wonderful and warm person, and I'm sure you'll hear about this all weekend long, but we know this for a fact for a long time. So Varun moved to DC about 8 years ago, right? 8 years ago to attend GW, and I remember when he first got here, that fall, about 8 years ago, he was in the ER for something, happened to be very, very quickly resolved, so nothing to be worried about. But because he had just got here, we rushed to the hospital to see what was going on. And that's when we first met Isabelle, because they had just started dating. And she was right by her side, holding his hand and comforting him. And look where we are today. That continues. So congratulations. So we have watched their relationship grow in the last 8 years through a shared love of pets and sports and, of course, family. And that's why we're so happy to have you here today. So please join me in raising a glass and congratulating the beautiful couple. Cheers. Congratulations. We love you.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Varun and Isabel, wish them all success, happiness, and a lot of lovely life and happiness in life together. But before I could give my speech, I have my dad's speech, so I'm just going to go with my dad's speech, which is his granddad. He knows him as Tata, so he sent me one. So, hello, everybody. Today is a very special day for all of us in our family. The day the smart and handsome Varun weds the wonderful and beautiful Isabel. I'm very sorry I'm unable to be present for this function due to my age, which prevented me to make a long travel of 17 hours even by business class. However, I sincerely trust the void is adequately filled by none other than my son Anand and my grandson Nakul especially. I would like to thank all of you guests there now for this gracious presence, for your gracious presence. I would also request Isabel's parents and other relatives to forgive me for my absence. Varun, I wish your manga party were here now because you were her and my pet for many years till you became a young lad. Your all-round interest in football, baseball, tennis, and your excellent grades in the school made us very, very happy and proud. Well, grandparents. I also remember the lovely road trip we made from SFO to Portland along the Pacific coast. I cannot forget your insistence at that time to play music throughout the drive. Varun, do you remember what you used to call for music? He used to say Nana when he was a kid, few years old. I also remember the word khadi when you wanted a bedsheet or a comforter. Now I have given Isabel a handle to make fun of you. I hope my counterpart from her side will give you a similar thing for your defense. For old folks like me, the arrival of the first grandchild is very special, and whatever they babble can never be forgotten. I do not know how much about you, dear Isabel, but one thing I know for sure is your ability and to completely mesmerize Varun with your charming upbringing and beauty. I knew it from the hushed voice with which Varun used to talk to you in the summer of 2017 when we were all traveling in the Grand Teton and I was sharing the room with him. Okay, that's a secret. It is a blessing that two families with such enviable track record, and family is everything. Join hands to continue the Gen Z. Okay. I wish you two a long and happy married life. Do remember, love is not a single act, but a climate in which we live, a lifetime venture in which we are always learning, discovering, growing. Love is a climate of the heart. I wish the wedding function a great success and thank again all those who came to wish the best for the couple. Nagarajan, grandfather of Varun Bhutani. Congratulations, guys. Welcome to our family. Kana, all the best. Take care.
Who's this guy who's up giving a toast? I guess I know I'm the oldest person in the room who's not part of the gene pool. And so that qualifies me. I've also said that I could embarrass everybody, but not the bride and the groom. So I'll try to keep to that. B read a beautiful letter, and I should tell you that I've known the bride's mother longer than anybody in this room. That must be true. And I certainly knew Angie and Gail longer than anybody else in the room. I met Gail in 1957 and Angela in 58. That's 67 years ago and 66 years ago. I used to babysit for Matthew. I'm proud to say that his third name that he learned was Uncle Bup as a child. And your grandparents, Isabelle, would be so proud, so touched to see this. Family was everything to them, everything. Gail was brilliant, loyal, had integrity, stubborn. I taught him about money. In 1958 or 59, he told me that if he ever made $25,000 a year, that would be enough and he'd be done. How things have changed. Angela was extremely smart, no unexpressed opinions, a take-charge person. If she were here today, she'd be bossing us all around. She was all loving and also stubborn. And anybody who knows the Metzger girls knows those characteristics are still there. So we should all recognize that apples don't fall far from trees. Family was everything to them, and that's why they love seeing this kind of a gathering and a family expanding. I understand that as in my younger years, I'm told that I was a feared uncle. I can't understand that because I was completely permissive, didn't ever care what the kids did, always assumed they were trying to get away with something. But I must have been both permissive and scary. I came to be known as Great Bob as a result of, where is Austin? There's the author. One day at the pool in Fort Lauderdale, he had accomplished some feat. I don't even remember what it was, probably swimming the pool or something. And I told him if he did, he'd have a free ice cream sandwich. And he came running up to me, so excited that he had done it, and said, "Great Bob, great Bob, great Bob, can I have?" And the answer is, of course he could. So If somebody called you great anything, would you ever give that up? So the inside of this suit says, Great Bob. To the bride and the groom, I thought, well, what can an old guy really tell these people about what they should do to make this work? And I think the best advice I could give, and this may come as a surprise, is I always tell younger people that I mentor, don't miss the wows in life. When you have them, see them. Don't miss them. I'm somebody who sort of hung up on lyrics from songs and movies, scripts, and the like. And my favorite is something called Once in a Lifetime by the Talking Heads. And there's a line in there that says, and you ask yourself, well, how did I get here? And if you don't stop and think about how you got here, how lucky you are, and what the wow moments in life are, you're missing it. You need to recognize the mundane, and you need to recognize those big moments. So I wish you the best big moments, and I wish you that you recognize them when they happen.
Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight and being flexible with our speeches and in general. This has been incredibly fun, and we're so grateful that all of you are here. Isabelle and I are going to speak, then are back to scheduled 3 speeches that we have for this part of the night. Good? All right. Perfect.
Keep eating while we're doing this. I know there's food on the table. Keep eating. We don't care. Go for it while we're going.
Alrighty, so some of this is no longer as applicable, but I'm going to run through it as is because I wrote it and it took a while. So thank you all for being here tonight. We have officially concluded our Hindu ceremony and are now moving on to what I have affectionately called the crunchy ceremony. The crunchy ceremony includes some things that Isabelle, myself, and our families felt important to do with all of you here with us tonight. Before I begin, I want to thank everyone who made it this weekend possible, and specifically to Mr. and Mrs. Fagan. Thank you for everything, from reading many, many, many contracts, to talking every day on the phone, to researching and talking through all the options for the Mandap, and finding Jari, who did an incredible job tonight, as everybody would attest here, I'm sure, putting together the Mandap. I thought it was beautiful. To everything else, from super small to inordinately large, to make this weekend so amazing. Thank you both so, so much. It is not close to an understatement that this would have been impossible without you. But most of all, thank you for being so welcoming and loving at every opportunity. From meeting you two at the end of freshman year to today, you have always embraced me into your family and made me feel a part of everything. You have always been there to give a lending hand and pitch in with anything and everything, not only for me, but for everyone in your life, for anything asked or unasked, necessary or just helpful. That selflessness among so many things is what makes you both individually and as a partnership so special, and make you a great example, maybe the greatest example, for Isabelle and I to emulate for years to come. And to the greater Metzger-Fagan clan, from the aunts and the uncles to the cousins to the dogs, thank you all for including me in all of the shenanigans and fun. Isabelle first introduced you all as, quote, a lot, unquote. While that is definitely true, you are all a lot of jokes, a lot of competition. I'm very glad to be able to get some wiffle ball in this morning to keep the brand strong, and most importantly, a whole lot of love. I'm so appreciative, so gracious, and of how gracious you have been to me at every turn. It has been truly a joy to watch everyone, including myself, grow and change these last 7.5 years. I'm excited to lead the way with Isabelle and be part of everything to come. Hashtag Cousins Rule. And to my family, There's not anything I could say in this moment to adequately show the gratitude I feel for everything you all, but especially you two, Mama and Dad, have done for me. The love and care you've provided and the values you have instilled in me are intrinsically part of who I am and will long outlast any of us here today. I am so proud to be your son, be part of this family, and I hope and know that pride goes both ways. Thank you, and I love you two and everyone else so much. Kavi and Pranav, over here. My best people. I am so lucky to have you as my big brother, be your big brother, and have you as my little siblings. I am so excited to see what your future holds. Thank you for being there for me all this way. To all of you, thank you so much for the love and care and guidance. Oh, there we go, I'm cutting ahead here. I also want to take a moment to thank my grandfather who couldn't be here tonight. Thank you to him for all the love, care, and guidance you have provided me my entire life. To you, Tata, and my cousin Arjun, we wish you were here, and I hope Isabel and I can see you very soon in India. But most of all, Isabel and I are incredibly excited to join everyone here tonight into one family and mix ourselves in, with cousin weekends and pierogies, with sangeets and shot, with Debbie pants and wiffle ball, and with masala dosa and padel. I'm so proud of where I have come from, and I'm so excited to go everywhere with all of you. I hope you all know that I would do anything for each and every one of you, so thank you so very much for being here tonight. And now I go into the exchanging of rings. So let's call it there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry, scrolling. I first want to say I know that doing this on our phones is not the quote right way to do it, but we've had to print a ton of paper this weekend, and if you know me, you know that stresses me out. So thank you for letting me use my little phone. I have now an awards show style rapid thank you list to go through because there are so many people that I need to touch on for all the work they did to make this possible. To all my friends here today, thank you for listening to me vent about wedding planning and helping me feel excited when I felt the opposite, and for using your very precious days off to be here. Specifically to Sierra, not only did you take over a week off from your new job to be here, but because you knew me so well, you told me exactly what to do for so many little decisions to make my life so much easier, let alone flying over 5,000 miles to be here. You're always there for emotional support for me, and just this week you spent time helping fold programs, cut papers, stuff bags, and so much more, so thank you. A general thank you to my Metzger clan for being voluntold for so many behind-the-scenes tasks this weekend to make it a success. From arranging flowers and making deliveries to cleaning up and picking up items, among many other things I'm sure you will all do graciously without being told. Hashtag cousins really do rule. Specifically to Auntie O, Auntie E, Margot, and Ava. You knew that finding 3 outfits for me to wear this weekend would be quite the endeavor given my history of decision paralysis around shopping. So thank you for still being excited and supported when it comes to shopping for me, especially when it meant trekking all over the great state of New Jersey to do that. Lucas and Curtis, who both had a big hand at making the mandap come together among running many other errands this weekend. And to Sabrina, who took many tasks off Varun and my plates, including reaching out to vendors, as well as coordinating all the performances for tomorrow. To my parents together, who have taken countless hours out of their busy lives the last 10 months to help make this wedding a reality. As Varun already said, it truly would not have been possible without you two. Thank you for always keeping what Varun and I wanted front of mind for every decision. It epitomizes how selfless you both are, and it's a quality that both Varun and I will always try to emulate. Specifically to my dad, who went on many more trips to the Short Hills Mall than he would choose to, so that he could be part of the wedding process for my sake. But more importantly, he happily took on the worst job of them all in reading every single contract that we signed, and there were a lot of them. And in classic John Fagan style, he sent us back a detailed email from each one with notes and red flags to watch out for. So thank you, Father. The biggest shout out goes to my mom. It's a good thing we have unlimited talk and text because, wow, I can't even begin to count the number of hours we spent on the phone and FaceTime those last 10 months. For context, it was a light wedding planning day if I only called her 4 times. Planning this wedding has added so much to your plate, but you were always there to help me with every little thing and make me feel so much more calm about it all. I love you, Trixie. And finally, to Varun. We made it. Thank you for walking the thinnest tightrope ever so that my desire for a small, simple wedding could be included with what you and your family wanted. And thank you for being supportive through all the countless hours I stressed and cried over this weekend when you were feeling just as overwhelmed, as frustrated as I was. I truly cannot express how elated I am to put this 10-month chapter behind us and rediscover what these things called free time and weekends look like, something we have not seen in a long time. While what's next for us is not going to be sure until after the election, I cannot wait to move forward in a post-wedding planning world, even though you've told me many times that being married changes nothing. I also want to share some general gratitude for all of you for dealing with the non-traditionalness of many aspects of this wedding weekend. If you know me, you know I don't like doing things just because society says I have to. So I appreciate everyone's open-mindedness so I did not have to succumb to social norms in too many ways. I also wanted to briefly speak on what it means to be part of Varun's family officially now. On paper, it might be easy to find many superficial differences between my family and you guys. So I thought I would list all the commonalities I feel between our families. First of all, the many common values we share. Most importantly, putting family first and the value of education. On a less serious note, first of all, number 1, excited, organized chaos is what I'm coining it. But I think that's the best way to describe it. That feeling when we're all together, whether it's in Germantown or in Morristown, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, the dogs, now babies. That feeling goes across both families. The competitiveness, from board games to sports to general knowledge, everything is a competition in both of our families, and I love it. Even when I lose, which is all too often. Except for wiffle ball this morning. Thank you, Drew. And third, the insults. Kavya and Pranav never hesitate to make fun of me for any number of things. And if you haven't noticed, my family shows love through insults. So I'm glad Kavya and Pranav have never missed a beat with this. But don't worry, I dish it out too as well to them. The list could go on, but all these commonalities are what has led me to feel right at home with the larger Bhutani, Chainani, Nagarajan family. I appreciate all of you for always being so welcoming to me, for dealing with my extremely picky eating, and my lack of spice tolerance, which I think has grown a lot in the last few years, and for explaining all your familial traditions to me. While I'm lucky to have felt a part of your family for a while now, I'm excited to be officially part of your ever-growing clan. And then similar to Varun, my wrap-up was about the tree, which I already spoke about. So that's the end of the speech. Okay, we're gonna move on now into the next section of scheduled toasts. So starting with Sierra.
To be fair, I wasn't expecting to go right after Varun and Isabelle, so now I'm a little nervous, but I'll do my best over here. And I also apologize too, because my speech is also on my phone. But I want to first off introduce myself to anyone that doesn't know me. My name is Sierra. I'm Isabelle's best friend from college, and I think it's really hard to imagine that, we were friends for 8 years now. I met Isabelle in our dance organization at GW called GW Balance freshman year, and that's how Mercedes, Emily, Anna, Brielle, and I all know each other, and we've been dancing ever since. So we were all cast in Waltz of the Flowers in the Nutcracker freshman year, which is why we call ourselves GW Flowers. But really, I remember being super intimidated seeing Isabelle for the first time in rehearsal, thinking to myself, there's no way we're going to be friends. She's so tall, she's had a very serious face, and she seems so serious, and I thought, we're never going to be friends. And boy, was I very, very, very wrong. We became such fast friends after so many late night rehearsals, taking the midnight Vern Express back to our dorms. And, through so much time studying, dancing, choreographing dances over the years, and even her introducing to me to her family's kettle chips and cottage cheese, which at first I thought that's disgusting, but it is so good. So there's so many things, and thank you so much to the Fagan family too for also hosting me for Thanksgiving and always making me feel part of the family. I always really appreciate that. There's just a lot of history there. And it's really harder to believe that I can't picture Isabelle without Varun at this point. I was trying really hard to think about what it was like before they were together, and I jokingly like to call them my mom and dad because I always find myself third wheeling with them in a very loving way. But Varun and Isabelle truly complement each other in the best way possible. And I think all we ever want for our friends is them to find a perfect life partner that's gonna love and support them through everything, right? Oh God, I'm gonna cry. But what I think about is really funny is the fact that without hesitation, I stayed with Varun and Isabelle in their condo for the first time. And Isabelle, without hesitation, said, "Don't worry, Varun's gonna sleep on the couch." I said, "That's crazy. This is your home. I should be sleeping on the couch." And she said, "Don't worry about it. He can sleep anywhere." So I find myself, hearing about it a week or two after. And Isabelle said she couldn't find Varun that night in bed. She walks over to the couch and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing over here?" And he's like, "Sierra's over here. She's sleeping in the bed, But he had just jokingly slept walk. It's so willing and so gracious to always just take one for the team. And, all I can say is Varun just takes such great care of Isabelle, whether it be when she was teaching in KIPS, being so stressed out with school, making dinners, packing lunches, taking on all of those house husband duties, as we all love. He's just there day in and day out to take care of Isabelle and make sure she has everything she possibly needs. He knows her best more than anyone else, and I couldn't think of a perfect person for Isabelle to spend the rest of her life with. So how lucky we all are to be here together to celebrate Isabelle and Varun. Wow. Oh my goodness. So let's all raise a glass to celebrate their love tonight. Oh.
We're so excited to be celebrating Varun and Isabelle on this really, really special weekend. And we wanted to share a little bit of extra perspective being Varun's older cousins. Now, Varun, the humble guy that he is, likes to say he's just an average guy. I don't know if you guys have heard him say this, but he's not that bad at anything, but he's also not that great at anything. And, it's actually true. I was doing the math. He is the average age among the 6 of us grandchildren. Varun and I, we were both stats majors in college, and we know a little bit something about averages. And we're here today to prove to this group that Varun is not only average, but above average. So we're going to be going through some characteristics to prove this point, to calculate a weighted average across Varun's characteristics. So if anybody is a fellow stats major or just wants to whip out their calculators and follow along, please do. So first off, anybody that knows Varun knows he has a 90th percentile knowledge on 3 very specific topics: Star Wars, World War II planes, and sports. We at first thought that his nerdiness on these 3 things might make it difficult for him to find a life partner. Varun proved us wrong on his first date with Isabelle when he decided to show her the seminal film Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. And as someone who showed the same exact film to my wife, wherever she is, on the same first date, props to you.
Varun is also incredibly reliable, loyal, and helpful. He often drops by home just to see our grandmother or drops by for any occasion. Every time my wife and I come home to Maryland, Varun is there, just watching Tottenham Spurs game. We're happy to chat about Star Wars, school me about sports, or participate in a spirited debate with my dad. Here's a direct quote. Speaking of my dad, here's a direct quote from him. "Varun is my most reliable son because he's the only one who lives in a 50-mile radius of us. So let's put that at a 95th percentile. Varun is also in the top 90th percentile of South Asians in the federal government. As the legislative advisor to the United States Department of Agriculture, He landed at number 29 out of 270 on Indiaspора's list of Indian government leaders. Now, granted, the list is sorted alphabetically by last name. So being a Bhatani may have been a slight advantage. But hey, he's on the same list as Kamala Harris, so that is cool.
I get the job of bringing Varun down a couple notches. There are a few things that bring his average down. So first of all, we're giving Varun a 9th percentile for feet. If you've seen Varun feet, there are essentially planks of wood that are affixed to his legs. We decided as a group that they are not as flat as his singing voice, though. Although I heard he did a really good usher last night at the karaoke night. So that's got to count for something. Neil has a good story of being in Los Altos during the COVID lockdown, and they had talent shows with a lot of the grandchildren, and obviously Pranav, Kavya, and Neil were singing, and Varun followed that up with the review of his thesis about the rise and fall of city-states in the Indian subcontinent. So we're a little bit above 60th percentile if you're tracking, but we do have one more thing that brings Varun's percentile way up, which is his wife, Isabelle.
Now, we were shocked when we met Isabelle because she walked into our family well above 100%.
For the stats majors, you can't have a percentile above 100%, for the record.
As you all know well, Isabelle is a professional dancer, a fantastic teacher, and by all accounts, the primary orchestrator of this incredible wedding weekend. So thank you, Isabelle. As you guys already mentioned, some might find it difficult to adjust to a large, crazy Indian family, but Isabelle has shown us that she's already grown up with a large, crazy family of her own, so she was well suited to adjust.
She can hang with the best of us on every topic: history, sports, politics, dogs, and roasting your siblings. So honestly, we're floored by this couple in every way. Isabelle, we'd say welcome to the family, but you've already been a part of it for years at this point.
So let's raise a glass to this decidedly above average couple. You are strong and wise, Varun and Isabelle, and we are very proud of you. We admire your commitment to each other and to this world, and we know you'll be together, a force to be reckoned with, for now and always. Love you guys.
That was great.
Love you.
I trust your math. You did the math.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Auntie O, also AKA Olivia. I am the youngest of the 5 Metzgers, and
Auntie E. I'm second in line after Olivia.
so I wonder sometimes how long it took for Isabelle and all of the cousins to realize that they were different. By the way, this is a lot of paper, I'm sorry. And it's really big time, whatever, anyway. That not everyone runs around in life, not as a daughter, not as a girl, not as even as a sister, but as a cousin. A cousin is someone you usually spend a holiday with or go to weddings with. Maybe it's someone you have a snap streak with, as you guys call it, or a text chain called Steppy Pants where you pass around memes and razz each other. Nope, not this group. Sure, we have all that, but they also are more like a pack. What's the definition of a pack? A body of competitors following a leader or leaders in a race or competition. That sounds a little familiar. A leader, we've got one of those. There have been a few names for her, none of which I'm going to say here in front of this audience. And not surprisingly, they're all dripping in sarcasm, but based in adoration. Cousins, don't we agree? She is the #1 perfect leader of the 9 of you. Agreed? Agreed. And if you know anything about this group, everything can be turned into a competition. A competitive group of 9. A lot of inside jokes here. 9 kids at Friendly's. 9 kids running around Disneyland and coming in hot. 9 kids playing Hunger Games. 9 kids in a secret club in Vermont called Deer Faces. Don't ask questions. 9 kids competing on how many marshmallows one can fit in their mouth at a time. And if I'm correct, I think Lucas holds it with 17. Is that right? Maybe, yep. Relay races, dancing on the pool wall for hours, talent shows on New Year's Eve, hours and hours and hours of remember when that always involve Austin and Drew going down a hill in a wagon without sides, and Ava sitting over an egg she wouldn't eat for 14 hours. And of course, devouring 5, no wait, 6 pounds of pasta. And don't get me started on Cousin Olympics or the Maple Leafs versus the Gators. Gators forever. And of course, there's Cousins Rule. So back to the definition of a pack. A pack of wolves will encircle ailing prey. So everyone imagine this. You're a toddler, you're sitting on a swing on a nice sunny day in a park in New Jersey. Your parents are swinging you back and forth. And then, all of a sudden, from across a playground, over from the jungle gym, you see a pack of wild animals deciding it was time for the swings. You look to your right and you see there's only 2 swings available. And you look back out in front of you and 9 wild animals are coming at you. And what's happening? People are bumping and sliding and even tripping each other. And you fear for your life. That kid's probably in therapy today. Because here came all 9 cousins and only 2 of them made the swings. These kids, they even have a count off. Isabelle?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9.
Well done. Usually Austin forgets that he's number 3. And then here comes this guy. Who could possibly break into this crowd? Varun, playing 4 hours of hide and go seek as a grown man, played 4 hours of hide and seek on Christmas Eve, including folding himself into a 2x4 photo cube just for the sake of competition and winning. For playing Death by Wiffle Ball, doing the pool races, and even feeling comfortable enough to aggressively throw my daughter off of an inflated bull in a swimming pool just so his team would win something. And then talk about taking the smack. Everybody knows Ava, Isabelle, sometimes Sabrina get the smack. Varun, you've taken it on the chin. Good for you. You know how to give it back in kind. Hang on. Varun, you slipped in the pack flawlessly and have set the bar very, very high for anyone who's brave enough to try and follow you. And I'll leave it here. In life, there are bonds that are formed that can never be broken. If you're lucky in life, you find one person to have that bond with. If you're blessed, you can find a few. And if you're a Metzger cousin, you have 8. Severum, by default, you now have 8 people in your corner and in your life who will stand by you unconditionally.
So I'll wrap up, and I will not use paper, and very politically correct, use my phone. So this closeness that Olivia just described with regard to all the cousins, Olivia B and I share as sisters, and I would just like to say, I hope I look half as good if I ever am in the position of being mother of the bride. We talk a lot as sisters, but we also spend a lot of time talking as mothers, and I can say that standing here, we've had a lot of firsts with all these kids, and being here at the first wedding is, it's pretty surreal. But in talking as mothers and, trying to get these kids through all the challenges that they face, and God knows there is a lot to worry about in the world today, we consistently land on the same sentiment, which is just that we want these kids to be happy. And that's what we want. And I can say that anybody who has spent any time with Isabelle and Varun, that they're happy together. And we want you to know that seeing this brings us such a sense of comfort and joy that you have each other. And so I will finish off the evening by just asking everybody to toast to happiness and Isabelle and Varun.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby,
No, back to the audience. No, back to the audience. The audience is there. No, back.
That'll work.
Trust me, it's coming.
It's more than the cone lady.
The coordination.
Eat with your elbow. Oh, I forgot. Wow. Yes, you follow Austin. You guys go that way. You guys go that way.
That first night we were standing at your door, fumbling for your keys, then I kissed you. Asked me if I wanna come inside, 'cause we didn't wanna end the night. Then you took my hand and I followed you. Yeah, I see us in black and white, crystal clear on a starlit night, and all your gorgeous colors. I promise that I love you for the rest of my life. See you standing in your dress, swearing of all our friends, there'll never be another. I promise that I love you for the rest of my life. Now we're sitting here in your living room, telling stories while we share a drink or two. And there's a vision I've been holding in my mind. We're 65 and you ask, when did I first know? I always knew. Yeah, I see us in black and white, crystal clear on a starlit night, and all your gorgeous colors. I promise that I love you for the rest of my life. See you standing in your dress, swearing front of all our friends, there'll never be another. I promise that I love you for the rest of my life. I want the world to witness when we finally say I do. It's the way you love, I gotta give it back to you. I can't promise big faces, sunny afternoons, but at night when I close my eyes, I see us. And there'll never be another. I promise that I love you for the rest of my life.
That's true, we can't die laughing. Your phone fell out. Girls? That's not me. I said I could do it. Ava, hands down. Hands literally on the waist. Always go right.
Together, everybody. Together, come on, let's have some combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I can try for your heart. And our dreams, and they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone loving. Love is the answer, at least, for most of the questions in my heart, like why are we here and where do we go, and knock on me so hard. It's not always easy, and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Moments just might find their way into my dreams tonight, but I know that they'll be gone when the morning light sings or brings new things. For tomorrow night you see that they'll be gone too. Too many things I have to do, but if all of these dreams might find their way into my day-to-day scene, I'd be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree now. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. We're somewhere in between together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Hey, now and when I wake up, you look so pretty sleeping next to me. But there is not enough time, and there is no song I could sing, and there is no combination of words I could say, but I will still tell you one thing, we're better together. I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Hey, now and when I wake up, you look so pretty sleeping next to me. But there is not enough time, and there is no song I could sing, and there is no combination of words I could say, but I will still tell you one thing, we're better together.
Okay. Bride side's here to party on the count of three. Groom side. 1, 2, 3. That's close. Bride side. Groom side. I'm gonna have to give that one to the bride side. Don't worry. We're gonna do this for the rest of the night. So when I say 1, 2, 3, scream, you scream. So make sure you guys represent your group. But we're gonna go ahead into our program. First, I want to request our beautiful bride and groom, Isabelle and Varun, to please make their way towards the center of the dance floor for their speech.
All righty. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Before we begin the rest of his festivities, we want to take a few minutes to share our gratitude for everybody here.
For starters, we very much appreciate all of you for being here tonight. Some of you have traveled from across the country, others from around the world, but regardless, we're very grateful that you would take your time to celebrate us. Today would not have been possible without the help of our parents, siblings, family members, friends, helping to make this night a success. So for those who provided assistance in any form throughout this weekend, thank you so much. Now, a little bit of background about us. We've been together for over 7.5 years now. We studied here at the George Washington University here in DC, and we lived...
Yeah.
We lived in the same dorm freshman year. Shout out to the Vernies who are here tonight. And we've been together ever since. Our relationship has always been based here in DC, and we wouldn't give that up for the world. So to our college friends, who you heard, many of them are here today, thank you so much. We've also spent a substantial time in our respective childhood homes in New Jersey and California with our childhood friends and family friends. Many, again, are here tonight, so thank you for being here. And most importantly, our families. We both come from large, loyal, competitive, sometimes chaotic, but always loving, they were similar in that way, our families. And we wouldn't change it for the world. It goes without saying that everyone here is so important to us. And we are forever grateful for all the love, care, and support you've provided for us. Varun and I are far better versions of ourselves because of all of you. These past 7.5 years together, growing together alongside each other, has made it even more clear how lucky we are. From finding each other so early on and being able to fit our lives together seamlessly post-graduation, to the great apartment we share in this amazing city, the excellent education we've received all the way from preschool to higher education, the ability to choose careers that we care about and are passionate about, and most importantly, our amazing friends and loving families. We have lived incredibly privileged lives in every way. This wedding celebration is a testament to that, where we're able to have this beautiful space with so much joy and friends and family tonight.
Given our incredible families and upbringings, both of us strongly believe in using our time and careers in places that we believe our time and effort can make an impact, however small, in making people's lives better and providing everyone the same opportunities we were given. Since graduating, Isabelle taught in 1st and 3rd grade in DC before studying and recently graduating from Johns Hopkins University with a master's in education policy. Isabelle is driven by this true good purpose, and it's clear to all around her that she doesn't take a day off, always thinking about what she can do to help others and the environment. I, on the other hand, have chosen to work in politics since graduating. I truly believe in government's ability in its best form to provide a foundation of opportunity to every one of its citizens, regardless of their circumstances. Isabelle and I have been intentional in dedicating ourselves to work that we believe helps others. This mission, which we both live by, is why we decided to provide 2 charities to donate to in lieu of gifts. I chose World Central Kitchen, who respond to crises around the world, from Gaza and Lebanon to disasters like Hurricane Helene and Milton, by providing much-needed food and support.
I chose One Simple Wish, which is an organization my family has worked with over the years to provide or grant wishes to children in some of the toughest circumstances, those raised in foster care. The link I provided to you on the invitation and the QR code as well donates directly to the Gail and Angela Fund, which was set up in honor of my grandparents. Truly no pressure, of course. And if you have not given yet, there's a table somewhere that has the QR code with pictures of our family weddings pictures. And thank you so much to all of those who have already donated.
Given the world today and are the beliefs that we've talked about that have been solidified and in and by the city, we both felt this was a moment and opportunity we could not let pass, as we're here tonight, 10 days away from a truly momentous election. It's important to both of us that everyone who is able to vote has a plan to vote. Every choice you make matters, from the presidential contest to who will represent you in Congress, to your state ballot measures to your local school board. Your decisions will make an impact in your community. So please take your time to research your options to make a decision that is best for you. Earlier this week, our family and friends wrote postcards for voters in California, New Jersey with the goal of getting more people out to the polls in this idea. We will both be voting for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and Democrats down the ballot because their priorities align with what we personally believe, as well as what we work towards in our professional lives. While we do not agree with their entire platform, we do believe in their vision for their country, and it's one that we would want to raise our future kids in, especially given the alternative. We know not everyone agrees with our choices, but being an active participant in our democracy is important to both of us. So please come up to either of us if you have any questions. We understand that it's not necessarily a topic that people would bring up normally at a wedding, and as such, a little grace is appreciated, so we can use this platform to discuss something we both feel so strongly about. Tonight, however, all we ask from you is to have a great time. We have lots of food and dessert, an open bar, snacks at the end of the night if you're able to make it, a dance floor with fun music lined up, and most importantly, all of you. Before we release you in sections for dinner, I want to welcome my two talented siblings up to the floor to perform two songs that we both love, Kavya and Pranav.
Hi, everybody. Varun has so graciously introduced us as his talented siblings. I'm Kavya, and this is Pranav. It's great to be here tonight. That sounds makes it sound. It's fine. All right, so we're gonna get started with the song by Niall Horan, "Black and White." That first night we were standing at your door, fumbling for your keys, and I kissed you. Asked me if I wanna come inside, 'cause we didn't wanna end the night. Then you took my hand and I followed you. I see us in black and white, crystal clear on a starlit night, in all your gorgeous colors. I promise that I'll love you for the rest of my life. See you standing in your dress, swear in front of all our friends there'll never be another. I promise that I'll love you for the rest of my life. Now we're standing here in your living room, sharing stories while we sip a drink or two. And there's a vision I've been holding in my mind. We're 65 and you ask, when did I first know? I always knew. Yeah, I see us black and white, crystal clear on a starlit night, in all your gorgeous colors. I promise that I'll love you for the rest of my life. See you standing in your dress, swear in front of all our friends there'll never be another. I promise that I'll love you for the rest of my life. I want the world to witness when we finally say I do. Little way you love, I gotta give it back to you. I can't promise picket fences or sunny afternoons, but when I close my eyes, I see us in black and white, crystal clear on a starlit night, in all your gorgeous colors. I promise that I'll love you. Yeah, I see us in black and white, crystal clear on a starlit night. There'll never be another. I promise that I'll love you for the rest of my life. All right, so Prana's gotta adjust a little for our next song. So in that 20 seconds, I'll tell you a little bit about the tradition of singing at weddings. So a lot of Bhutani family weddings include some of us singing. All three of our cousins, Sanjay, Samir, and Neil, you'll see them later tonight, are all excellent singers. And so if you had the privilege of seeing them perform at another one of these weddings, I'm very honored to continue that tradition. But yeah, so this is something we've been doing for a while. Our family loves singing, and Varun and Isabelle both love very romantic songs, as the one I just sang. All right. So, you can't rush the process. Art takes time. Art takes really time. But in the meantime, I'd like to get a cheers for Varun and Isabelle, I guess. Thank you, I appreciate it. Also, I hope they appreciate it. So our next song, I'm pretty sure a lot of you will know this song. This is Marry You by Bruno Mars. Thank you for cheering, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Lucas.
We always appreciate you, Lucas. It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes? Or is it this magic juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. I know this little chapel on the boulevard we can go. No one will know. Oh, come on, girl. Who cares if we're trash? Got a pocket full of cash we can blow. Shots of patrol. And it's on, girl. Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready. Cause it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes? Or is it this magic juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Let's go get a ring, let the choir bells sing like ooh. So what you wanna do? Oh, come on, girl. If you wake up and you wanna break up, that's cool. No, I won't blame you. It was fun, girl. If you wanna sing along, please do. Say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready. Cause it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes? Or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Just say I do. Tell me right now, baby. Tell me right now, baby. Baby, just say I do. Tell me right now, baby. Tell me right now, baby, baby. Oh, it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you. You want it back?
evening, everyone. My name is Beatrice Fagan, and this is John, my beloved husband of 30 years and counting. We are Isabelle's very proud parents and would like to thank you all for joining us as we celebrate this very happy union. When planning and attending a wedding for one of your children, it gives you an opportunity to reflect on your own wedding and marriage. For those of you who know me, this shouldn't be a surprise, but in doing this reflection, I've made a list of lessons learned. And when pondering these, I realized that these sentiments have really been my guiding principles over the years. So here we go. Young people, listen up. Lesson 1, family matters. I am acutely missing my parents today and this entire week. They would have loved if they could have been here to enjoy this celebration. But as the weekend has unfolded, I am steadied and heartened when I see so much of them in my fabulous 4 children, Isabelle, Lucas, Curtis, and Sabrina. I adore you. I adore you. My siblings, especially my baby sisters, yes, I am older than Eleanor and Olivia, you two rock. And of course, all of my darling nieces and nephews, or as they are more often called, the cousins. As life and distance pulls us apart, we must be intentional about staying connected. This evening, I have an uncle, an aunt, several cousins, and other extended family who have joined us here tonight. And oh, what joy that brings me. Thank you all for making the trip. And cousins, please, let's be that in the years to come. Lesson 2, surround yourself with the right people and invest in those relationships. Or as I usually say, thanks to Coach K, put good people on your bus. Yes, family is automatically on the bus, but it's the people you choose to ride with you that really say something. So look around this room tonight, all our dear friends, and you know who you are, we chose well. Thank you for coming along for the ride. The journey is not yet done, and we look forward to the road yet untraveled. Lesson 3, savor the moments, and understand that not all the memorable wow moments, Bob, will seem joyful in the moment. Oh, and as a quickly aging person, you young people, I'd offer this to you. Yes, be present and relish your moments, but it's also a good thing if you take the time to document your moments, write about how you feel, reflect, organize and take photos, make notes, because pretty soon you're going to need those to help you remember. Last night, I shared a letter my father wrote to no one in particular right after my mother died. I promise you, those were not joyful moments, but his letter lives on, and decades later offers a cherished connection to my dad as well as my mother. Number 4, disagree without being disagreeable. Disagreement is a part of life. There's no changing that. And actually, disagreeing is healthy because it helps us evolve in our thinking. But you should always be respectful in your disagreeing. It will make it much easier to get along. Number 5, and this is a nod to my mother. A good hug makes a difference. I'm not talking about a quick lean in or a pat on the back, Curtis. I'm talking about a real hug. It is a sign of affection. It is a non-verbal way of telling a person that you see them, that you love them, that you're there for them, that they matter. Now, I know in today's world, I gotta be careful here, but I think you understand the gist of what I'm trying to say. We all need and benefit from human connection. Number 6, in a nod to my beloved father, the sun will come up tomorrow. It's an anxiety-filled world we live in, and I worry about today's younger folk. Yes, I am a professional worrier. Mothers are entitled to that. I always have been a worrier. I always will be. And let me tell you, menopausal, yes, I am going there, menopause makes for wakeful nights that have not helped with my worries. But my father was right. Worries are always better addressed after a bit of time in the light of a new day's sun. Number 7, parenting is the greatest joy in my life. And I mean that. Yes, being a mother is incredibly challenging, but is infinitely times more rewarding.
Great, thank you, B. All right. Thank you very much. Those were a lot of great lessons, and
You want to go on my list?
the other 27 can probably wait for the other kids' weddings, if that's okay. Does anybody mind? Okay. Anyway, you were dead on the parenting thing, and it's just as important for dads as it is for moms. And that brings us to Isabelle. It all began November 14th, 1997, when Isabelle was born. And maybe it really began 2 days after Isabelle was born, when we brought her home, our beautiful daughter, and she began to cry. Nonstop for about the next year. At least that's how I kind of remember it, because B and I, we really don't remember much from that day for the next decade as 3 other kiddos came along. Yeah, but...
And they were all criers.
And they were all?
All criers.
Yes. Anyway, Isabelle, as you can tell and heard, is the oldest of 4 siblings, 9 Metzger cousins. That made her the mother hen and bossy, and what a perfect candidate to be an elementary school teacher, which of course she was. You might also know Isabelle as a lifelong dancer, a big Broadway fan, a Peloton fitness and Pilates regular, someone with a severe peanut allergy, which maybe is her excuse for being such a picky eater. But we insiders, we know Isabelle in other ways as well. Someone with an understated humor. It often comes out of nowhere from her, completely unexpected. A hard worker, never afraid of a challenge. A big believer in the importance of family. A dog lover. Well, except for Leo, of course. Extremely competent DC driver, which I learned this weekend. And she is someone who loved high school and did not want to leave. But leave she did, heading off to George Washington University, as she told you, just 2 miles from here. Freshman year, West Hall, that introduced her to college life, and it introduced her to Varun. Isabelle and Varun, while they may not seem like a match when you look at them, they most certainly are a match. They are both super smart. Varun is an avid sports fan and a multi-talented athlete. Isabelle is equally a passionate sports fan and, well, she is a dancer, you know. Regardless, Isabelle is always willing to step into the fray when sports are involved. Another parallel between Isabelle and Varun, you heard about their sense of mission and purpose in their jobs. Isabelle doing Teach for America as a volunteer while in college, moving on to being an elementary school teacher, getting her master's degree at Johns Hopkins. Varun taking a very different but also service-oriented route. Working for the federal government in the Department of Agriculture as a congressional liaison. You also heard how they're passionately environmentally conscious. They're both fans of history, and they are completely aligned in their political leanings. In short, they epitomize the term of soulmates. Now, nearly 27 years since that fateful day when Isabelle was born, as well as 8 years since the other fateful day when Isabelle and Varun met, that's nearly a third of your lives, by the way, the two have committed to a marriage that will last the rest of their lives. Many, many decades to go, countless adventures and misadventures to be had. Isabelle and Varun, we wish you happiness and fulfillment and a long future together as you make this world a better place. We couldn't be happier for you. Cheers!
Once again, make some noise for the parents of the bride.
All right, let's hear it for the Fagans, by the way. So, good evening, everyone. I am incredibly honored to be here as Varun's father. Let me start by thanking everyone for coming out and celebrating the new couple on this very special day for Isabelle and Varun. Family and friends have traveled from afar, from India, from Sri Lanka, from Canada, from all over these United States. We thank you from the bottom of our heart for coming here and celebrating the new couple. And to everyone in John and Bee's family as well. Welcome to our crazy family, the loud ones. We look forward to sharing many, many moments together and for in the coming years across both our families. We see the joy, the energy, the laughter, and the fun that your family shares, and we look forward to participating in that with you. Bea and John, thank you so much for what you have done to help the couple prepare for this wedding. Your giving, your kindness, your selflessness, and your open-heartedness to bring this whole event and whole celebration together. And most importantly, congratulations, Varun and Isabelle. You did all of this. 10 months of planning, endless texts and planning, and all of the work that you have done to pull all of this week together. We could not be prouder of you for what you have done. If this is the start of what you're going to do together, you're going to have an amazing journey, an amazing partnership for years and decades to come. Varun, now this gets fun, it gets hard. I'm incredibly proud of you, of your breadth of your capabilities and your superpowers. You're such a kind and well-balanced human being. As a young child, you always had diverse interests, multiple sports, soccer, baseball, tennis, curiosity to learn, history, especially World War II. When we would take you to the library, you would bring back everything your little hands could carry. Starting your soccer career in kindergarten, Ryan, with the winning season with the Green Basilisks. Where's Ryan? Ryan, where are you, man? There you are. And all the way to 2 winning seasons at George Washington University with the football team, the intramural team. Woo! That's right. We've been so happy to see you thrive in DC. As an undergraduate in George Washington and beyond, making great new friends, navigating and making home in this city, and landing a great role in the administration. With Isabelle, this is the start of an exciting new chapter. I'm so excited for both of you to see the memories you will create. And as great Uncle Bob said yesterday, the wow moments you'll create as a family together. So congratulations to both of them.
Varun, from the moment I knew I was pregnant with you, you changed me. I did not know such love was possible till I had you. You brought such joy into our lives and your grandparents and the extended family. I wish your party, my mother was here today to celebrate this special day. You, her first grandchild, were so special to her. You were and are such a loving, affectionate, and caring child, and always so logical and thoughtful, even as a toddler. Your love of puzzles and sports and history has given you a capable and strategic mind and led organically to the career you have today. You're also an incredible older brother. When Kavya was a newborn, she was always most excited to see you when you came back from school, kicking her little legs in the crib. Pranav used to follow you around and try to copy every single thing you did. You've always made time for them, even when you were busy and stressed, and always came home to see them and spend time with them. When Varun was about 5 or 6 years old, he would often ask Vikas and I how we went. So we would tell him about meeting when we were 19 at Virginia Tech and how we dated for about 6 years before we got married and we had him. He was fascinated by this and would say, "I'm going to college to get married." So you can thank me anytime, Isabelle, because the plan worked. Isabelle, we are so glad you met Varun on that bus freshman year and put up with all his Star Wars commentary. From the beginning, you took the effort to get to know us and spend time with all of us. You've always been such a kind and mature person, and we've been able to see what a fun, loving, amazing family you were raised with. You are thoughtful about everything you do, and it is inspiring how deeply you care about the world around you. As soon as you entered our family, you fit in seamlessly. We love seeing you squabbling with Kavya and Pranav and sharing jabs about Duke basketball and passionately competing with board games. It fills our heart with joy, but most importantly, you fill Varun's heart with joy. You complement each other, take care of each other, support each other, and just have so much fun together. Varun and Isabelle, we wish you love, joy, health, and success in every facet of your life. You are both such hardworking, purpose-driven individuals, and I'm sure you will change the world around you. Stay best friends, take care of each other, and find joy in the life you live, in the life you lead. Our love and blessings are always with you.
All right, let's raise a toast to all the married couple. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the parents of the groom. Up next, please help me welcome the siblings of the bride. We have Lucas, Curtis, and Sabrina.
That was a great speech, sir. I really enjoyed the comparison between Isabelle and Rice. That's from The Hangover. I just want to say that. We are Lucas, Sabrina, Curtis. We are Isabelle's siblings. And, I was going to say we've known Isabelle longer than just about anyone, but there's probably a few dozen people who have actually known Isabelle longer than we have. But what's certainly true is that we've spent more time with Isabelle than just about anyone, maybe except for her parents. It's probably getting close with Varun, but we spent a lot of time, the four of us, growing up. And so I think we're uniquely qualified to tell you a little bit about Isabelle in some way. So, we're doing some brainstorming, just thinking, what are we gonna share about Isabelle? And it's just really hard to get away from the idea that we should just give you guys a list of things that we make fun of about her. Of course, this is a wedding. We want to be nice to her, so that really wouldn't make sense. So we're not going to do that.
The first thing we're going to make fun of her about, Isabelle's always been bossy. It's several things, whether it's making us perform in her dance concerts or if making sure we're doing what our parents assigned us to do while they're away from the house. She's always been bossy. And we've made fun of her a lot for that, but it really ends up showing just how much of a leader she is as far as all of the cousins and us as siblings and in everything she does.
You know, the second thing we make fun of Isabelle about a lot, already been mentioned tonight actually, is she's perhaps not the most athletic person in the room. She's definitely not the fastest person in the room. She's been compared to a tortoise or an old man with a cane. But, you know, I think there's a real positive here, which is that we kind of play the same games over and over as cousins, wiffle ball, football, we kind of do the same things. And, you know, I wouldn't say they're the things that play most to Isabelle's strengths. We're never really doing cousin ballet all together. And so I think it would be understandable if Isabelle, you know, wasn't that into it, didn't want to play, but anyone who knows Isabelle and knows what we do as cousins knows that she's perhaps the most into it. She's always looking to schedule games, trying to get people out, texting in the group chat. She scheduled a wiffle ball game for yesterday morning. And, you know, I'm making fun of her wiffle ball abilities a little bit here, but yesterday she scheduled this wiffle ball game, and she's at bat, winning run on second base, and Drew, who's slamming his head into his hands right now, moves in a few steps, thinking Isabelle's not going to hit the ball that far. He's going to get the ground out. The game's going to be over. Isabelle smacks the ball over his head, and we won the game. So maybe she's getting better.
The next thing that Isabelle might be known for, and we might make fun of her for, is she's not very good at making decisions. I think most of you know this about her, and as her sister, we've gone on many shopping trips together, and it's never that fun, to be honest. It's really hard for her to make decisions, but the flip side of this is that every decision she does make is the most thoughtful decision possible. She's making you a birthday card, it's going to be personalized, unique, creative, and she's put a lot of time into it. She's making you a birthday gift. It's also going to be the most perfect thing she can think of for you. Decorating her classroom at school is going to be well thought out and great no matter what. And I think that's what makes it very special because while it might take time to get to these decisions, once you get to the final decision, it's always going to be a great one. Like the dress tonight. Y'all didn't even want to know how many stores and hours we spent, but she landed on a perfect one and she looks amazing. So there you go. We always come to the best decision possible.
Another thing we commonly give Isabelle grief for is her picky eatiness, particularly with her being gluten-free. It's so bad that there are even certain swimming pools she can't swim in because they're not gluten-free. But of course, the flip side to this is, there's no flip side to this.
Yeah, to be clear, Isabelle isn't even gluten-free. Yeah. And so I think one thing at least you'll learn if you spend enough time with us is that if you make a funny enough joke, it doesn't need to be true. But anyway, the next thing on our list that we make fun of Isabelle for is her environmental conscientiousness. And this has been brought up a few times tonight. You know, she doesn't use paper towels. Apparently Taylor Swift's been canceled for using her private jet too much. She doesn't order from Amazon. Anyway, here, as a couple other people have mentioned, there's a really positive flip side, which is that she really cares about making the world a better place, about helping the environment, you know, and she proves that, honestly, through these habits. You know, we all know it's not easy to not use paper towels. I don't know what I would do if I could never use a paper towel, couldn't order from Amazon. And so anyway, you know, we make fun of her for it, but it really does show that she has this strong sense of purpose in the world. She really cares about making the world a better place. And we see it each and every day with her career decisions, just, you know, with her actions. I think in some sense, all we really have control over is our intentions. And Isabelle, I think, proves with this day in and day out that her intentions are to make the world a better place. And I think that's a really, really wonderful thing.
And you might think, at least Isabelle might have thought it would be hard to find someone who shared these same opinions and same passion for making the world a better place, but Varun is that person. You know, they're very passionate about their love for each other, but they're also very passionate about making the world a better place, as we all know. And not only are they united by this, but they have found purpose together in making the world a better place. And that is something that we can all admire for sure. And it's something that we should all aim to be more like them in that sense. Like Lucas said, their careers, their actions every single day, they're always purposeful about what they can do conscientiously to, be helping out the environment and making the world a better place. And I think this kind of, we've been making fun of Isabelle this entire speech. That's what this has been about. But so joining our family where our love is shown by making fun of someone is not easy. And it might be a little intimidating, but Varun has fit in seamlessly. I know you use that word too, but seamlessly is the perfect way to put it. I mean, he showed up, he had Jack eating a stick of butter within at least a year or two of being in the family. So, that says something.
For losing a bet.
So that's awesome. And I mean, as her siblings, we want the best for Isabelle. We want her to be happy, and Varun could not be a better person for her. They share the same passion about so much in their life. They have so much in common. He is the most supportive person we could ever imagine for her, and we are so, so happy and so proud of the people they're becoming and the relationship that they have together. And all we could want for our sister is that she could be the happiest she could possibly be, and I think Varun makes her that happy. And we should be very happy about that.
So in closing, congratulations to Isabelle and Varun. We wish you many years of happiness and health.
All right. So honestly, I've always known I was built for the best man speech. I'm made for this stage, but Kavya, I really did not expect her to be up here with me.
To be fair, Varun did suggest that Pranav was his only best man, and I threw a fit in the middle of Chicago.
Nobody really wants to hear a speech about Kavya, or from Kavya, definitely not about Kavya, unless you want to hear about some random biology class she's taking. And nobody wants to hear that.
Some people might want to.
Nobody wants to hear that. Okay.
Thank you. Well, that's not the occasion we're here for. For those of you who don't know, well, you definitely already know, we've mentioned this at least twice. We are Varun's younger siblings. Pranav and I are super happy to watch Varun and Isabelle tie the knot after so many years of watching them fight over who wins mini golf or bowling or some other inane exercise.
It's true. These two are both insanely competitive, and it's probably because they're both the oldest siblings and have to prove their dominance or something like that. I don't know. But
I mean, younger siblings would never be so childish.
You would never be so childish. When I was younger, I used to look up to Varun. Now I look slightly down, but I would hide behind the couch when he and his friends hung out and annoy them over the couch incessantly, like any good younger sibling should. Shout out Ryan and Raph, thank you. And it's really no surprise because he defined who I am. Literally, he picked my name. I can't imagine a world where my name is Karthik. That's such a terrible name, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry.
I mean, he did a hell of a lot more than that if you ask me, but...
It's true. Varun pretty much brainwashed me into liking soccer, tennis, history, board games, and I have to admit, half of what we talk about nowadays, text about rather, is just sports. It's pretty sad, actually.
I mean, sports are huge to Varun. I mean, if you want to know what his mood is on any given day, you got to check the scores of his favorite teams. If the Niners are losing, he's pissed. If the Tottenham Hotspurs are losing, he's angry, but he's so used to it.
Unlike Varun and I, though, Kavya is not interested in sports, and she is completely horrendous at all of them, much like Isabelle. No.
When I was 10 years old, I couldn't throw a ball in a straight line. It was around this time that we actually took like a family road trip through the Midwest. And every time we would get out of the car, Varun would throw a water bottle at me. And I would, not catch it a lot. But, after a while, he had the patience and he told me what to do. He told me how to put my feet. He told me I was closing my eyes when I was catching the ball, apparently. And, eventually I could catch that water bottle. And a couple of years later, he was actually able to teach me to throw a football. And I can throw a football in a spiral now, sort of, which is pretty damn impressive if you know me.
And that's just the beginning of his influence. He got us into different types of music, like Maroon 5 and Ed Sheeran. And honestly, it's a miracle we still like some of those songs after hearing him sing it in the car.
He's an atrocious singer. I'm honestly surprised Isabelle didn't go running when she first heard him humming some like outdated pop song. Well, Varun may enjoy singing, but if you've ever heard him croaking in the shower, you'd wish you'd never heard of Adam Levine.
You know, after Varun left for college, I began to associate a lot of the music he listened to with Varun himself, and they still give a slight tinge of nostalgia. In the summers of his time at GW, he would come back for what basically felt like a week, and we did something pretty frequently. We would set up a game called Axis and Allies. Now, for those of you who don't know, this game literally never ends because it is Risk on steroids. It's terrible. And we would play a round or two a day. I honestly don't think we ever finished a game because I knew I would lose and I didn't want to get that officially on record, so I just quit playing and pretend I was busy or something. That was all fake. But frankly, I can't imagine dealing with a sore loser like me for 18 years. Sometimes I would hide in the bathroom after losing in Catan. I didn't even have a phone. What was I doing in there? I don't really know. And I would whine for rematches in FIFA, but Varun somehow did it. Kavya, on the other hand, could never do that.
I mean, I really couldn't tell you the number of times Pranav and I have butted heads. From times where he threatened to murder my stuffed animals.
To her shooting me in the face with a bow and arrow.
I mean, but what Varun did what all older siblings do. Just kidding. He did absolutely nothing.
What, do you think he would pretend he mediated for us? No way. Of course, I understand coming between Kavya and her enemy is a surefire way of getting your eardrums ruptured.
If you dealt with Pranav's whining, you'd up the ante too. And at least it's not as bad as Varun's feet. Those things violate the Geneva Convention.
Earlier tonight, you guys heard us perform.
And we let Varun and Isabelle choose the songs. Initially, when they made the choices, they were both ballads. And really, that's as Varun and Isabelle as you can get.
The only real surprise is that we didn't sing anything by Jonas Brother.
You know, I was really prepared to do my best Nick Jonas impression for you, Isabelle.
That would have been terrible. You know, when Varun and Isabelle first started dating, I was a really, really shy kid. Her nut allergies were honestly the most confusing thing in the world. Her home state sickened me. Sorry, New Jersey, not really sorry. And she was insanely tall, because I was 11. But I can't imagine I made it easy for her to reach out to me when I was so incredibly annoying. Nonetheless, she persisted, and she is currently my favorite of the newlyweds.
I mean, Isabelle's always been my favorite. Growing up, I always wanted a sister to balance out all the sports talk. Admittedly, Isabelle's as into sports as Varun and Pranav are, so that plan failed. But, you know, I think that's just proof of how well matched she and Varun are.
Most weddings you would call happy surprises, but honestly, for them, it's just a happy eventuality. If you call Varun up on a random Friday expecting him with some insane plans for some evening in the city as a young man, you will be woefully mistaken because this man will be at Trader Joe's planning dinner with Isabelle. That's fact. Trader Joe's, let's go!
I love Trader Joe's. Keeps me going. They've been a married couple for years now. It's no wonder Varun says marriage won't change anything. Now I'm a little concerned as to whether Varun actually has any friends.
He doesn't.
And Pranav has even tried convincing him to join a run club.
That's not a real thing, by the way. That's necessary.
But I think that shows exactly the kind of man Varun is. Someone who takes care of his own and is constantly committed in everything he does, including, but not limited to, how he spends his Fridays. He's the kind of guy who picks up a call from his sister crying, even though he's at the mall, and tries his best to help you with your stats, even though he can't seem to figure out a basic problem. Varun and Isabelle both commit themselves so fully to everything they do, especially this wedding and each other, and it's really a privilege to call you both family.
Isabelle, I hope you'll enjoy spending the rest of your life sharing a bathroom with Varun, as I had to, sadly, for many years. Varun, I may not be hiding behind the couch just to spy on you anymore, but I will always cheer for you no matter how far apart we are. The connection you two have built is something any single one of us in this room can be jealous of, which is why we know you will have a marriage just as amazing as the relationship you've built. To endless competition and a happy forever for Varun and Isabelle. Cheers!
Cheers!
Once again, make some noise for our beautiful bride and her friends.
लम्बे लम्बे सिल्की जे वाल ओ कुड़ी कौन नचदी जिदी कमर ते टैटू है कमाल ओ कुड़ी कौन नचदी जिदी लम्बे लम्बे सिल्की जे वाल ओ कुड़ी कौन नचदी जिदी कमर ते टैटू है कमाल ओ कुड़ी कौन नचदी बारे दस तेरा की ख्याल ओ कुड़ी कौन नचदी It's true, I'm a sucker for you देखो देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी धीरे धीरे बन जाए न कोई कहानी देखो देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी धीरे धीरे बन जाए न कोई कहानी दिल पर है दिलकश है दिलदार नजारे हैं आज जमीन पर उतरे कितने सितारे हैं अगलो होश नमी दानम हम है दिल है और जानम बस दीवानगी 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 है ना कोई रहता ना रहबर ये इल्जाम लगे किस पर बस दीवानगी 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 है All the hot girls put your hands up and say Om Shanti All cool boys come on make some noise and say Om Shanti
Okay, so first of all, that's not fair. You have all these beautiful young people singing and dancing. All right, we're old, B. We're old. Anyway, we are so excited to be with you both tonight and to celebrate with all of you. It has truly been such a blessing in so many ways to celebrate with you. But what's really, truly a blessing is having these families as part of our lives since you were in kindergarten, Isabelle. So for those of you who don't know, Isabelle went to Oak Knoll School of the Holy Child in Summit, New Jersey. Shout out for Oak Knoll. And all of us have in common that it was all of our firstborn children that were starting kindergarten together. And as a result, we would go to back to school nights with Bea and John Fagan, who were all over each other. And we were like, who's that couple? And why do they like each other so much? My God. But they gave such an example for Isabelle and Varun in terms of just loving one another holistically and really just celebrating so much about having a beautiful family and friends. When we think about our lives, and your marriage, and as we all can attest, those of us who are married, there's so many joyful moments, so many incredible moments, and there's so many challenges. And having your parents, Isabelle, as part of our incredible posse that we have standing by us each and every day, no matter what life brings us, your parents are the two most incredible, generous, kind, and loving people that we could ever want as our best friends. We love them dearly, and we hope that you and Varun are blessed with friends that we have for over 20 years. So with that, at Oak Knoll School of the Holy Child, there is a special kindergarten graduation celebration that some of you may be familiar with in the room that have gone there. And so we said, in honor of this amazing marriage and thinking about how in any marriage, you have to nurture the seeds, you have to grow together, and there's going to be so many things that you have to water through life and have the sunshine and have the rain, but it all creates such an amazing tapestry of a marriage. And so with that, we would like to present this song to you. Okay, ready, ladies? Ready. Friends are like flowers, beautiful flowers. Friends are like flowers in the garden of life. Friends are like flowers, beautiful flowers. Friends are like flowers in the garden of life. Are you a daisy? Are you a rose? Are you a dandelion? I'm sorry. You can be what you are, I'll be what I am. Friends are like flowers in the garden of life. Friends are like flowers, beautiful flowers. Friends are like flowers in the garden of life. Friends are like flowers, beautiful flowers. Friends are like flowers in the garden of life. Flowers need sunshine, flowers need rain, flowers need loving care. Helping each other through sunshine and rain. We will be friends in the garden of life. Friends are like flowers, beautiful flowers. Friends are like flowers in the garden of life.
The Secret Garden, everybody. Another round of applause.
Coach said to fake right and break left. Watch out for the pick and keep an eye on the fence. Gotta run the give and go, take the ball to the hole. And don't be afraid to shoot the outside, Jay. Just keep your head in the game. Just keep your head in the game. And don't be afraid to shoot the outside, Jay. Just keep your head in the game. You gotta get your head in the game. We gotta get ahead in the game. You gotta get your head in the game. We gotta get ahead. We gotta get ahead of the game. We gotta get ahead of the game. We gotta get ahead of the game.
¿Quién eres tú? ¿Dónde has estado? He removido cielo y tierra y no te encontré. Y llegas hoy tan de repente y das sentido a toda mi vida con tu querer.
ना मैं समझा ना मैं जाना जो भी तुमने मुझसे कहा है सेन्योरिटा, मगर फिर भी न जाने क्यों मुझे सुन के अच्छा लगा है सेन्योरिटा.
No desvíes la mirada, quédate cerca de mí.
मुझको बाहों में तुम घेरो, समझी ना सेन्योरिटा.
चाहत के दो पल भी मिल पाए, दुनिया में ये भी कम है क्या? दो पल को तो आओ खो जाए, भूले हम होता हम है क्या? सेन्योरिटा सुनो सुनो सेन्योरिटा कहते हैं हम क्या?
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. You are not a Jedi yet.
हीरे सहरा बांध के मैं तो आया रे, डोली बारात भी साथ में मैं तो लाया रे. हीरे सहरा बांध के मैं तो आया रे, डोली बारात भी साथ में मैं तो लाया रे. अब तो ना होता है एक रोज इंतजार सोनी, आज नहीं तो कल है तुझको तो बस मेरी होनी रे. तेनू लेके मैं जावांगा, दिल दे के मैं जावांगा. तेनू लेके मैं जावांगा, दिल दे के मैं जावांगा.
Make some noise for Varun and his family, everybody! And moving right along, last but not the least, please help me welcome Isabelle's family. For the next act, we have the National Treasures. ladies and gentlemen, and with that, the dance floor officially open. Make some noise for everybody in the house tonight. And one time for your bride and groom, make some noise.
Sorry I missed your call. It was silent for the song. Let me know when you're free to talk. I won't miss you for the world. No, I won't. I could not wish for more in life than just a hint to when you smile. I could go blind and I still know you're sent whenever you'd appear. I have moments when I doubt myself, but feeling low should still be felt. It's natural to be consumed with unrelenting fear. With unrelenting fear, I worry till there's nothing left. But in this darkness, you're my sun, and I will find my feet again. 'Cause even the worst days of my life will always end at midnight in your arms. Hey, hey, 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 at midnight in your arms. respect it and prioritize. There's one thing I know is this: every moment missed can be restored with your lips. It only takes one kiss, and I wanna love tonight, one-on-one by the candlelight. Over and over we spend our lives, living fast forward but not tonight. Love in slow motion. Love tonight, one-on-one by the candlelight. Over and over we spend our lives, living fast forward but not tonight. Love in slow motion, wanna love tonight, one-on-one by the candlelight. Over and over we spend our lives, living fast forward but not tonight. Love in slow motion, in slow motion, in slow motion.